What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Seton Hill Studios. Hope you're having an amazing day out there so far. So today we got a special priority request coming in from Milton. Milton, thank you so much for being such a huge supporter of the channel. We truly appreciate your generosity. We can't express that enough. So today we're going to be checking out Jerry Lee Lewis with his song Trouble in Mind. I don't know that I've ever heard Jerry Lee Lewis that I know of. I'm sure I've heard him and maybe not realized that it's him, but this is going to be new for me. Milton's always bringing us, a lot of good music that we've never really heard before, never really probably would have found on our own. I know he turned us on to Hank Williams Jr., which was cool. We've done a couple reactions of there. I'm sure this Jerry Lee Lewis tune is going to be equally as fun and equally as amazing. Before we get into it, a few ways you guys can continue to support the channel. You can head on over to Patreon and become a member there. That doesn't work for you right here on YouTube. You can become a channel member. Both of those are going to get you access to priority requests as well as other perks and features. And then as always, with a one-time donation through Buy Me a Coffee, you can get a guaranteed request that either Steven or I will react to right here on the channel. All right, y'all, let's get into it. All right, folks, here we go. Jerry Lee Lewis, Trouble in Mind. Can't wait to get in here and check it out. I know Milton said there's some epic blues guitar and piano stuff going on in here, so I'm ready to hear it. I know it's going to be good. Let's go. Two piano players? I guess that... No, it's two, right?
Trouble in mind.
Love his voice.
I'm so blue, but I won't be blue always, 'cause the sun's gonna shine on old Jerry's back door someday.
That's true. Ooh.
I might lay my old head on a lonesome railroad line,
Yeah.
and let that midnight special ease my troubled mind.
So a couple things going into this. His voice is great, right? So the voice sounds familiar. I'm sure he's probably sang some songs that I've heard of, like I said, and I maybe don't know is him. His voice is great though. Awesome. Fits this style really well. The piano playing is fantastic. I don't know if it's two pianos. I don't know enough about piano to know if that's two different ones going on or if that's just a left hand and a right hand thing. You have to let me know. I've said a lot of things were impossible and then been proved wrong on the channel. So I don't want to, I'm done presuming. I don't even know what's possible anymore. There's so much crazy things happening out there. It's a cool thing too with the drums. And I don't know if maybe, a lot of drums that were recorded, kind of back in the day, they had, they didn't really have like really punchy kick drums. Right. And so sometimes they were kind of puffy, real big, open sounding, and they could potentially get kind of masked or lost in the bass, but it sounds like they're just doing hi-hats and then a cross stick on the drums and no kick drum yet, which is cool. You don't really hear that where the kick drum doesn't really define where the downbeat is, and it's just, that cross stick, which I think is super cool. So, all right. Sound like it was about to hit another section. These lyrics are good too. He's blue, but it won't be that way forever. The sun's going to shine, and that's good, man. It's a good outlook on life to have just in general. All right, let's go.
Ease my troubled mind.
It sounds like there's kick drum now. Love that piano, the real staccato rhythm right there.
Oh, they say that old graveyard
Switch to the ride for the
is a
shuffle.
mighty lonesome place. They put you 6 feet under, throw that old dirt down in your face. Yes, trouble in mind, I'm so blue.
Pianos are killer.
But I ain't gonna be blue always.
Love those vocal inflections too.
You know something, neighbor? That sun's gonna shine on the killer's back door someday. Oh, pick a little piano for me, my boy. Yeah. And I might pick a little bit behind you too.
Ooh. Hey, he's killing it. So that piano stuff was super cool, right? So like there all the little flourishes and little what you would call like just legato of like just the flowing running lines is really kind of opposite of what he was doing earlier, where it was all like real staccato stuff, which was cool too. But this, he took it, and there's some lines in that solo there that he was like real staccato, just real pointed. And then there was just a couple of them lines that he was just all over the place, man. That was a great little piano part there. The instrumentation in this super simple, right? But it keeps the focus on the vocal, which is great, and then it keeps the focus kind of on the piano. Like the bass is there, it's walking the bass line, the drums are there, but they're not really doing anything. It sounded like there might have been like a low like organ or Leslie or something in the background there. But yeah, the focus has really so far really been on the piano. So I guess, is Jerry Lee Lewis a piano player? I don't really know. You have to fill me in and let me know. I don't know who's playing what, who's doing what. The art says session recorded in London with great guest artists. I don't know who the great guest artists are. You'll have to fill me in. I'm sure there's some people out there that know, but everybody that's playing on this track is super talented, man. They're all playing their part extremely well, and supporting the song, which is the most important thing. All right, here we go.
Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Oh, that old sun's gonna shine on my back door someday.
Almost sounded like he was going to yodel there for a second.
That guitar, now the killer's gonna lay it on you.
All right, here we go. That was an awesome guitar solo. Super simple, great tone, phrasing, awesome. He had me there for a second. He played this line, and I'm like 99% sure I know where he's going, right? And in my mind, like the lick that he was going to play, or the note that he was going to play, it was it. Like he played it. That's not a bad thing, but the way that he phrased it, he had me, and you probably saw my face. I was like, wait, where is it? Where is it? And he delayed when he brought that other bend back in, which was cool because it took something that is kind of like a standard, blues kind of lick pattern that you would play, and he broke the phrasing of it up to where it was like, oh, it was like a tension, and then he hit it, and it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. But just the way that he had that delay in there, and when he hit that next note was masterful solo craftsmanship. That was awesome. I want to hear that solo again. That was a really cool, very simple but really cool solo. I think I've gone back far enough here. If not, if I went too far, we'll just listen to it again. This is a great song. It's worth. We got to listen to it extra couple seconds. That's okay. This is good stuff.
Be blue always. Oh, that old sun gonna shine on
I love that too.
I'm gonna hear that guitar now. The killer's gonna lay it on you.
Right there. Ooh. Great solo.
Trouble in mind, I'm so blue. But you know something? I won't be blue always.
That's kind of cool. He's almost just talking through it.
Oh, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Uh-huh.
So I normally wouldn't interrupt in the middle of the solo. That's so cool. If you're not listening to this in headphones, you should, because there's been a piano in the left ear and the piano in the right ear this entire time, right? And so now the lead piano, which again I don't know if that's Jerry Lee Lewis, I don't know who it is, but it is like as he's playing and he's going, left and right, further, from the bass to the treble side of the piano, it's like it's like whipping around in my ears, and it's cool. Like that's really really cool how they took that and did that. It adds a whole new kind of flair to the solo. I'm gonna take it back and hear it again. That was yeah, it was like I don't even know how to describe it. It was just whipping back and forth, and it's just a simple panning technique, right? Like you just take it and you sweep it left and right, depending on where he is on the piano, as he's kind of doing that thing where you just kind of run your hands across all the keys. But there's something cool about it, not just being in full stereo the whole time, that it's actually like taking it left to right or right to left in your ears. Yeah, no, that was that was cool. That's a cool little thing, man. It's a little nuance. You wouldn't probably hear it if you weren't listening in headphones or something. Maybe if you were in your car, I don't know. But you probably wouldn't hear it on phone. And so that's just, I don't know. It's the little things like that, man, that just kind of, we're 4.5 minutes in and I'm still finding little nuances and stuff that make this song cool. It's awesome.
Oh, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Uh-huh.
It's all over the place.
What do you think about that piano break, my boy?
I love it.
I'm gonna lay my head on a lonesome railroad line. Let that midnight special
He's got some range, man.
my troubled mind. Troubled mind. God have mercy.
Lord have mercy. That's right, man. That's right. That's about all you can say after a performance like that. Lord have mercy. That was a killer song. It had a great groove to it. Tons of cool stuff. Guitar solos, piano solos, cool production tricks with all the wild, panning of the piano and that run towards the end. Just all around, it's a great song. I didn't know that he was this talented. Like I said, I don't really know much about him. I don't know who all the great guest artists are that it says in the art that were a part of this, but like I said earlier in the video, everyone that was on that track was awesome. They served the song well. When they had their time to shine, they popped off. It was awesome. That was such a cool, just a cool grooving song with a good message too. Like he said, you're blue for now, but the sun will come shining eventually. Things always turn around. And so, it's a good message. All right, y'all. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so every time we drop new content, you guys can be made aware. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.